Hi, happy Aquarius new moon week. Got a cool week ahead of us with some strong Uranus energies, especially since I'm recording this on Sunday and today was the Saturn-Uranus square. So I really feel like that is prominent throughout the beginning of the week. And so you may have noticed like an urge for progressive self-expression, and maybe you became aware of ruts that you've been in, or just any outdated cycles in general. Those are all themes of Uranus, and the sun shines a light on that. So that energy is going to be present through probably like the first, I'd say Uranus energy stays pretty prevalent until Thursday. We have 4 major astrology aspects this week. We have the new moon on Tuesday, and the week is the 31st to the 6th of February. So on Tuesday, the 1st of February, we have a new moon in Aquarius. On Thursday, we have Mercury going direct in Capricorn, and we have on Friday Mars sextile Jupiter and the Sun conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. So lots of flow to the week, starting with the Uranus well, Uranus is also square the moon on Monday, so the Uranus energy, the moon will move into Aquarius at 4:40 a.m. on Monday, and so you'll probably start noticing, just those new moon feels, and might be actively thinking of intentions and seeds you want to plant for the new moon in Aquarius, and we'll talk more about that for the Tuesday, since the new moon's on Tuesday. The moon will be square Uranus on Monday, so could have some obscure, funky thoughts and emotions. Nothing, bad. It's just like those what, why, what, what, why, how feels on Monday. And oh, I love this one. The WTF am I doing right now? Card for Monday. Already got one. Okay. So 8 of rods. And I made this grid to add to the display. So there's, and also for just I had intentions of it being an Aquarius new moon grid. So there's some clear laser quartz, there's some Mondo amethyst, some Columbianite, some Moldavite from Tucson Gem Show 2021, and this chrysocolla piece in the center for some good water bearing vibes. Also on Monday, potential erratic emotions, just because that's, you know, the Uranus square with the sun is still very present. So just could have some wayward emotions. Not that you're bipolar, but like it's just, you know, that's the energy. So, ooh, that's exciting for Tuesday. Ooh, it flows into the week too. And then, but with the erratic emotions, it could, you know, might urge you to make decisions, and it's necessary to balance emotions and chaos. So with the Uranus being the ruler of Aquarius, it might be easier to tap into that Aquarius energy and become a little more lofty in thoughts and emotions, and just kind of observe and maybe take the good pieces, which for Uranus is enlightenment and flashes of ingenuity. So could have like a brilliant idea right before the culmination of the, well, I don't want to say culmination, I want to say the, I guess, the peak of the new moon at 12:46 a.m. So we have, I'm going to try to get through, let me just hopefully get more cards out. Otherwise I'm just going to keep talking about the new moon. Yeah, I guess so. So the new moon in Aquarius on Tuesday, and then I'll go back and talk about the 8 of Wands. The new moon in Aquarius on Tuesday is a great time for trying something new completely, just because of Aquarius being the innovator. But new moons in general, good time for new rituals, new routines, new ideas, new intentions, anything that you want to plant and have it surface in the full moon Aquarius, which will be August, I think, 11th. And good time for unconventional, original ways of thinking, which seems to be pretty present throughout the week too, with all the Uranus aspects. Especially so in wanting to feel liberated and untethered by, I'm hearing, the system, or any structure that's already been established. Or feels like an obligation. So definitely time to try something different. And I love how the sun or Saturn and the moon are, let's see, we're on Friday. Come on, Friday. I love how Saturn and the moon are conjunct on the new moon. Here we go. Definitely adds a layer of clarity This was a clarifier, I think 2 weeks ago. And Sunday. Okay, so let's go and talk about the fact that Tuesday is also the Lunar New Year. And I don't know much about Lunar New Year's, but I'm more interested. Five of Cups. We have this for this week. And then bottom of the deck is Seven of Pentacles. I'm very, very passionate about water. As should everyone be with Aquarius season. Okay, Monday. We'll talk more about the new moon once we get there. But did I say the Lunar New Year is the year of the tiger? So I'll try to find something and post that to my story on Tuesday. That's homework for me. So 8 of Wands on Monday. This is direction in light movement. Energies in a specific direction. This being passion and projects, creativity. Maybe it's a good day for using the Uranus chaos to fuel creativity and your passions. And by chaos, I don't mean it in like a, catastrophic way. It's just, it's like unpredictable and unpredictable, but very much prevalent energy. This is also my social media card, so have at that what you will. That's really all I have to say about Monday. Directing a passion and projects. That's also there's these totem cards that relate to the tarot, and the 8 of Wands is symbolized by the dragonfly, which is a symbol for transformation and power of light, and just like very much adaptability and a course changer. So dragonflies can zip one way and then zip another like really quickly, and then they're also very transformational beings, and they dwell by water and air, so that's something to think of. The fact that the moon is going to be in Aquarius, but even though Aquarius is an air sign, it's very much water oriented, and I really hold true to that. On Tuesday, we have the Hanged Man, and for the new moon, this is really interesting. The Hanged Man is all about finding a new perspective and using that to enlighten oneself and pause in a moment and and observe. There's nothing like, there's no action here. It's just a full-on, full stop before. There's some direction, and then there's a pause. And then we'll get to the next day. So trying something different with the new moon seems to be very much what's being asked of us. And with the sun, Saturn's kind of the second sun, right? Or is that Jupiter? That's Jupiter. Saturn conjunct the moon in Aquarius, really bringing some reliability for our emotional, I guess emotional integrity is what I'm hearing. And so despite the urge to revolt and have some maybe abrupt emotional outburst, I don't know why I keep on questioning what's coming through. This is all new to me, so I'm still working through it. Really impressed by everyone who is super eloquent and just lets everything flow seamlessly. So Saturn conjunct the moon, need for synthesis of emotional catharsis in our spiritual discipline for the collective contributions. So I'm thinking and seeing a full-on pause in observation day to maybe gather new aspirations and future wishes and goals. So really taking the time to have those come through and see it from a new perspective. With the moon inside and the moon in Aquarius will likely have the desire or be like seeking for your uniqueness to be accepted and appreciated by your peers. So that's, that could come up. And with the moon conjunct Saturn, I think Saturn could be asking us to use some kind of order or structure to alchemize any chaos from the Uranus influences. So could be a new kind of structure that you're building for your new moons. I know right now I typically have a live for my new moon days to show what I made the following season. So, or like during this season. So like right now I've made pindies for the Aquarius season, and I would show them during the new moon, or from last season, which was Capricorn. So that's a structure that I set up, and now I'm like, oh, I gotta try something different. Interesting. I like how the Hangman was brought up, because the next day we have the moon going into Pisces at 6 a.m. and Hangman is resembles Neptune, so Neptune's in Pisces, and Neptune also rules Pisces. So we have some future waters on Tuesday, leading into month, or I don't know why I'm skipping over all these words. Mercury retrograde. Oh my goodness. Mercury retrograde. Wow. Mercury. Okay. Wednesday, moon moves into Pisces, 6 a.m. Pisces being the very spiritual and altered state ruler of the zodiac, could provide some trance-like states from the new moon. I actually wrote this and was kind of listening to trance music, so I was like, this is indicative of what could be the energy. So moves into Pisces early, stays in Pisces, and we have the moon sextile Mars. So this aspect could render some slightly apprehensive vibes because of mixed emotions. Like sometimes being like, this is a benign aspect, but with the exertion that Mars puts out, and the moon, one being in Pisces, who's kind of introverted and not really trying to be as direct as Mars, there's synergy between the two, so it's mixed excitement, potential, excitement out, the highs and lows of excitement, so nervous and then like really exuberant, clammy hands. So Mars providing a sense of action and surge to achieve maybe some goals and intentions that you set in the new moon, and then having some apprehension. There could be some apprehension behind that. We have the Knight of Wands, though, who is very much on the side of Mars and is like, let's go. Super robust energy here, and passionate, fiery, charismatic. These just look like flames. This looks like the flame emoji. flamin' hot Cheetos. This guy's on a mission. Bring some passion and charisma into creativity and relationships. If you needed a push to do something, then here it is. This is saying go for it. Explore a possible exploration of dreamlike states and potentially using these dreamlike states or altered states to be the fuel to your goals in the new moon. Could be a way to go about, a new way to go about, you know, your new moon intentions. And then I wrote, this could simply just be a goal to meditate for better insight. So there could be a strong urge to meditate on Wednesday. Tap into your light. Fire. I'm hearing a song and it goes like, we were born with burning hearts. Aquarius new moon really bringing in some action, positive, productive energies, what I'm feeling. So we also have the moon conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. Oh, this is good. So I feel like that aspect can accentuate the meditative urges that could be present, especially knowing that there's just a lot of opportunity in this conjunction to gain insight and I wrote that I think the fortunes lie in the delta waves. Actually, I don't know if I like to say lie. The fortunes are in the delta waves, and I instantly thought of the delta symbol, which is the triangle, and the top of the pyramid is the peak, and that can also represent the peak of planets conjuncting. So since the moon, is going through any planet, they approach and then they, touch and then they descend. So something to think about. Meditation could be something very pervasive on Wednesday. Thursday, we have the moon in Pisces all day. This is the day Mercury is direct in Capricorn and will stay direct until the 5th of, the 10th of May in Gemini. So we have a good while of Mercury direct, no more duality spells or word slip-ups. So Mercury direct in our career in public space. We have an opportunity to apply the skills and observations from the retrograde and use those to solve problems dynamically with creative, unusual approaches. Since Mercury started the retrograde in Aquarius, we have that unusual perspective to, just iterate through whatever we're working on or passionate about. Moon is sextile Uranus this day, so creative energies, creative manifestations. We have 8. Oh, I love the 8 of Pentacles. This is hard work in the process. Your hard work is noticed. It is noticed and appreciated, and you're creating something in repetition. And you have great skill at it. And that's what I see in the card. That energy being very adept at what you you create in the material world. So it could just be affirmation. I feel like it's interesting. Sometimes the cards are affirmations, and sometimes I feel like there's a lot of foresight in them. So this is continue what you're doing, continuing to work hard. Also being in your own, there's no one around here in the dwellings or the city, like it's far away. So very much a studio space. Could be a call to work in the studio this day. So if you needed any confirmation that your creations add value, then know that they do. And even though these are all the same, everyone makes things differently, and it's really interesting to see all the different creations that are just constantly being put out into the world. So even though these are same pentacles as every card, like it's really in a sense unique and something of your own making. And with the Aquarius energy, I'm sensing a lot of individuality and whatever it is, it makes you who you are. We have the moon sextile Venus, so there's a lot of harmony and happy hearts. Happy hearts, love, and hugs. The moon's also conjunct Neptune, so you could be just very sensitive to yourself and others. Your intuition is heightened and just very aware to subtleties and just, you know, even though sometimes subtleties, they're not gonna rock the boat, so there's no need to stick to them, even though it doesn't seem like that's any, I don't get that vibe from the day. I feel like that wasn't, I'm doing these sessions, and that was an automatic negative thought. Have to. I'm gonna take water. Moon sextile Mercury. We have quick mind and thoughts that could be percolating, and I feel like they're constructive. I don't know what I was like, I saw like a flare of like Sherlock Holmes genius, because Mercury's direct, but like Sherlock Holmes has this ability to see all these different outcomes and like slow it down. So Mercury in retrograde has that, since, you know, Mercury retrograde, so Mercury is in this one spot and then goes back, has to retrace his steps. So he has foresight into where he will return, but it's slow, like just slow down. Like, I mean, it could have been really fast paced 2 weeks for you, but whatever anyone's doing, but I don't know. Equating Sherlock Holmes to these, he knows how to solve a case. So Mercury direct that day too, something to just keep in mind. And this is very career space. I'm getting career space vibes. Friday, we have the moon moving into Aries at 9 a.m. So there's one last aspect between the moon and Pisces, and or when the moon's in Pisces. So the moon in Pisces is going to be sextile Pluto in Capricorn, and this is typically a day for enlightened engagements in business endeavors or conversations. I get the sense that there's gonna be some potential palpable energies these days, maybe kind of intense, actually intense, with Pluto. I just feel like Pluto's someone not to ignore. Potential for reaching pinnacle revelations in self-empowerment, and especially in areas of business. And then with the moon in Pisces, I would get like a little bit of a spiritual, thinking spiritual business. So the moon will move into Aries at 9 a.m. And then we have the two major aspects of the week, or two major aspects of the week, which are Mars sextile Jupiter. This is very benevolent, and I'm so excited for Friday. So, surplus of positive energy and ambition to fuel aspirations. And I said when I did the Jupiter into Pisces week, I said Jupiter in Pisces is big dreams, and I truly get dream job from the two together, or dream, like dream action, dream pursuits, dream pursuit. And just if I feel like there's going to be a day, it's going to be a day to see opportunities really just present themselves, and feel action and purpose and purposeful in your pursuit or your current role in your dream job, or dream, since Mars is in Capricorn, could be just having dream resources, and then resources could be anything from, you know, a new iPhone or crystal, or list goes on. We have the Four of Wands. This is very kind. Celebrating healthy, balanced relationships and uniting in an umbrella of flourishing passions and a foundation for an abundance of love and purposeful pursuits of passion. Could be a garden. Sun conjunct Saturn this day too. So this is a day where the sun is illuminating our truth. It's an annual check-in with Saturn, who is about reverence and tradition and discipline in areas of work ethic, time expenditure, self-judgment, along with possible perceptions of judgment from others. So Saturn, and our inner and outer authority. I forgot the authority part. So Saturn will acknowledge our discipline in those areas of life, and or lack thereof discipline. So very much a day to be mindful of how Saturn is constructive in the lessons that he brings. very a humbling aspect, just because Saturn aspects are I'm trying to use the right word. They're very blunt aspects. So I'm sensing a lot of good vibes though. It seems like everyone had a good spin with the sun, and getting back in touch with Saturn and Aquarius seems to be super positive, and lots of wisdom gained from the course of the year. Okay, 2 more days. This is still kind of a long reading. So we have Saturday, the moon will be in Aries, and I wrote on this day, I just got like a lot of fun senses, because Aries is our first house, so very much all of ourself, and then also just this very outgoing and fiery sign. So the moon will be square on, I'm very aware of my communication right now. Thanks everyone. Thanks myself for having patience with my verbiage. Okay, back to the day. Saturday, moon will be square Mars, so there is potential for impulsiveness with self-interest. Just, it could even just be skipping someone in the Starbucks line, like just stuff like that, or in the post office. It's just like a disregard for other emotions, just because it's like me first kind of attitude. So that is a potential occurrence, whether it happens to you or you feel like some kind of impulsiveness. You can blame it on astrology if that happens. I've actually had someone skip me in the post office line. I was very much like, what in the world? And the person behind me and I just laughed about it. So that's a great way to, just laugh about it. Aries definitely has a sense of humor. Same with Capricorn. With the irony. Moon, Aries square Venus in Capricorn. I got a sense for like a dramatic need for self-expression this day, and with this aspect, and more so in outfits. I wrote epic outfits. So definitely the moon has an interest to have some kind of fiery, could be some fiery extravagance, but also just a good time for fun and focusing on relationships. The square allows us to have some construct and growth. That's what Saturn, a lot about growth. Saturn's like the square. Saturn rocks though. Okay, and then we have Saturn aspect. Okay, moon sextile Saturn on Saturday. So Saturn's asking us to be an example for others and have model behavior and not really go with that me first attitude, treat others the way we want to be treated. So we have a good practical converse to the moon, Aries, impulsiveness. Yeah, so I'm seeing like a fun Saturday. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, so we have abundance, an establishment of a plethora of resources. The animals are here. Get like a very homey and family-oriented vibe to this. This is having everything that you need all in one place. On Sunday, the moon will enter Taurus at 5 p.m. So we have two aspects with the moon, but they're in Aries. So moon square Mercury in Capricorn. This aspect to me is always just like a potential anxiousness aspect, but I specifically wrote stressed or overwhelmed, just because that coincides with the Aries moon, and it could be work related with Mercury and Capricorn. The moon will be square Pluto as well, and this is the aspect for potential emotional purging. And don't jump to your emotional wants and needs. We're being asked to, like, don't impulsively jump, because Pluto has like this, Pluto's about power and control and could potentially be manipulative. So when I say don't jump to you, I guess don't meddle or for emotional wants and needs. It's asking us, the square is asking us to observe maybe the urge to do that, but not projecting it will allow us to have more insight into the hidden aspects of ourself and why we have these self-interests or emotional self-interests. And then from there, the acknowledgement allows for the purging. Definitely a day to take it slow and chill out. And then with the moon entering Taurus later in the day, Taurus just wants to hang out on the couch and eat snacks. So yeah, that was the week, and we have the 5 of Cups on Sunday, so could be dwelling emotionally on something. I didn't use this cliche for the last time I drew this, but I'm going to use it this time, which is the don't cry over spilt milk analogy. That's just the constructive way to look at this. Because there are 2 full cups. And that's turning your back on what's good and dwelling emotionally. So always acknowledge those feels. But no. Last time I said that I felt like this was the spilt milk, the dwelling, but and then there's the bridge to, you know, the new things. Now I'm seeing this as, what if this person, you know, spilt or had some kind of loss. Something was lost. The best celery juice, it took them forever to make 3 cups worth, or 5 cups, gone. And that happened when they were going to the bridge, so he has to turn around and walk forward to get across the bridge. That's just rambling. Seven of Pentacles, being proud of your work and admiring all that you've created thus far. Could be pausing, but we were asked to continue. Okay, so that was the week, and just one quick sweep. Direction into passion, pursuits, projects, having a new perspective, and taking a day to just observe and chill out. Urges to try new perspectives and go for what you're passionate about. Also a good day to meditate, which it could be something that you're passionate about. Knowing that your uniqueness is valued and your work is valued and you shine through your work. This is also shining through your work, knowing and acknowledging that this person's just hard at work and feels like they're going, just making stuff. Celebratory, happy relationships. Lovely garden. Having everything that you need in one place. And whatever loss that's brought up during the Moon square Pluto, this is very Moon square Pluto vibes. Acknowledge and purge. And that's the week. Thank you so much. I would say that I'm gonna do a live on Tuesday, but I don't know. I'm not really. I did want to show the pendants, but I might just make a video. I don't really know anymore. Hey man, I'm gonna go do handstands. Okay. Thanks everyone for your time and your interest in following these videos. I apologize for my slip-ups in I have music going right now. And any scatterbrainness that comes about, but I'm still trying to be very I guess methodical with how I do this, so I'm very aware that maybe it could be a lot of information, so feel free to bring constructive criticism. I've thought of new ways to maybe go about this, so right now I'm enjoying it, so I guess that's really what matters. But I haven't people that I want this to be beneficial to everyone, so I hope this helps you navigate your week and brings insight into the planetary energies. I hope everyone has a nice week too, and happy new moon Aquarius and Mercury direct.